Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Quick video for you guys tonight. I was sent some Koala no need spray water slide paper. Say what? You don't need spray? Now we all know when we do water slides, we have to seal it like 3 or 4 times, right? To get that ink to lock in. So this is water slide paper for your inkjet printer. This is not sublimation. You can put this on tumblers, cups, mugs, anything that cannot be sublimated. You can put them on stainless steel. You can put them on anything under your epoxy. So I'm about to test this paper out because I've never used it before. It says you do not need spray. Remember the water slide paper that I brought you and I did a review on for the golden water slide? Okay, so now same company, Koala, they was like, Trina, test out the no need spray water slide. Okay, so this is in white. And I was hoping it came in the clear as well because of course I use clear more than I use white. But they sent me 2 packs of white and it has 5 sheets in all, so I don't want to mess it up. So I'm definitely going to try this out tonight. We're going to try it on the acrylic tumbler, and of course I'm going to try it on like the Dollar Tree mug as well. So it says you can even cut this by hand. It says, my son is in the background. It says you can even cut it by hand. So I'm going to read the application steps so that way you'll know how to do it. Everything is pretty much the same. The only thing you don't need to do is spray it. This is going to be a game changer if it works. This is going to save us lots of time because, you know I spray and seal my ink in every 30 minutes for at least 3 times. So that's an hour and a half. Okay, so step 1, I open it up. This is the paper. One side is glossy. The other side is kind of like a matte side. So the glossy side is the side that you are going to print your image on. Glossy side. And the other one is like a matte finish. So you'll print your image on the glossy side. Step 2, cut out your image with a scissor, but I am going to be using my Cricut. It says to cut it out with the scissor. Now we know when we do water slides, some of us have intricate, cuts and stuff, flowers, whatever. So I'm going to show you tonight. I'm going to use my Cricut Maker 3 to cut out the design. So of course I'm going to do the print and cut method. Step 3, after you have cut it out, you want to submerge it in the water, of course. Step 4, you want to put it on the water. So I'll do the rest of the steps actually showing it, demoing it, because most of us have already done water slides. If you haven't, you'll just follow along with the steps. Everything else is pretty much the same. All you're doing is not spraying. So everything, I'm going to take you through the whole steps, and I'm praying that it works out because I've never used this. So let's see how this no spray water slide paper works. So I'm going to be using my old trusted faithful Canon inkjet printer, and we're going to print out some images and see if we can get some nice, awesome, colorful decals to make an awesome tumbler water slide style. So I want to show you first, before we do our images, this is one that I was testing it first for my father's tumbler, and of course my paper shifted. So this is before you cut it out, so I'll have to cut the rest of this out by hand. But I actually did get it to cut using the paper setting, and it cut really well. And look at those colors. And this was dry, y'all. This was completely dry. I did not spray it. I did not seal it. These colors are popping. So I'm going to be applying it. I still haven't applied it yet at all to the tumbler. So we're going to see how it looks. But I'll show you guys this on another video, but this tumbler is going to be really nice. But I just tested it with this one first, so I just wanted to show you guys that. So these are the images I'm going to use for tonight's project. Of course, I got them from Creative Fabrica. If you want to use them, I'll have the link down below in the description box. So I'm just going to download these files and open them up in Cricut Design Space. And I'm just going to duplicate them over and over again, various different sizes. So that way I'll have different options to choose from. I'm going to print them out and then cut them out. Real simple and easy. Make sure that you do not mirror. There's no need to mirror when you're doing water slide. So this is the paper. I'm using my regular inkjet printer. I'm just going to put it in. There is a glossy side. So the glossy side is going to go down in my printer. So that way it can come out on top because that's the side that you want to print on. Now it should come out dry, which I'm hoping for because I did test it and I did do those other letters and they came out dry completely. So let's see how this one comes out as well. Okay. These colors look poppin'. Now we just gotta test it. Okay, so that's just the first page. I do have another page to print out, so I'm gonna print the second page now. Okay, and this is the second one. I feel kind of gypped. I should have put something else there, but okay. So you want to put it on your mat the exact same way as it's shown on your computer. I'm using photo paper setting on less because I don't want it to, I actually cut these out using the default setting, but I'm going to cut these out using less. So let's see how it does on the less setting. Okay, this cut, let's see how well it cut. So I'm going to lift it up so it definitely cut out. Ah, that cut perfect. So now all we have to do is apply it. Just trying not to pop. And this is completely dry. Okay, so everything did not cut perfectly. So as you see, it's like some colors left on there. Come on, what's going on with that? What's going on with that? I want all my colors. Look at my little antennas that I'm left with. It didn't cut everything out. So I'm just gonna take the weeding tool. I like, so now the only thing that I haven't found out how to do with using the Cricut is that you can't speed up the speed. If someone knows, let me know. With my Cameo, you know, I can speed up the speed. That's what I love about, you know, the Cameo, but I haven't seen anywhere to speed up the speed on the Cricut. This takes forever. Forever, ever. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the next one and then come back like 50 million hours later because those little pictures took forever. And I'm gonna leave it on the less. Again, I'm using photo paper. They don't have Waterslide paper, and this isn't as thick as cardstock, so I didn't want to use cardstock. That cut really well. I just hate when it's left on the mat like that because I do, you know, want it to come off the mat. So now I'll just take them off. I did some of them really small. I did different sizes only because, you know, I didn't know how I was going to place them on the tumbler, and I just did a lot. All right, so I need to keep these wings attached. That one did really good. So some of them, I just want to try to keep everything attached as much as possible. Okay, that one did really good. Who doesn't love sunflowers? Sunflowers just make you happy, right? So these edges, they cut really well. So you see those edges? It cut out really good. Okay, so I have some warm water right here, and I'm going to use this acrylic tumbler. Now, of course, this can't be heated up, so you can definitely let it air dry. I'm going to try to blow it a little bit, but you can't put this in the oven at all. So I'm just going to place these around here sporadically, and then I'll use something else. I want to see how many I have, but these are the actual water slides. It's white backing. You want to put it in. Now I have to see, went and got a paper towel, and I have my silicone brush. You want to wet your tumbler, cup, mug, whatever you're going to use. You'll know when your water slide is ready once it moves completely off the backing. But look at those colors. This is what we're testing. Those colors are not leaking. This is literally, seems like a good transfer. Now these antennas are really, really thin. And you want to slide the backing right on out. My antennas might be an issue. So far, no cracking. My antennas are all over the place. One of my antennas came off. It was so thin. You want to get that water out. But look at those colors. I gotta see if I can flip this antenna some kind of way. Okay, almost. There we go. Get all the water out, smooth it out. Pat it down with a paper towel. That was a perfect transfer, guys. All right, we're gonna keep rocking and rolling. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna place these on here. I know I want this one like at the bottom somewhere. So we're gonna put that one in. Have to be very careful because, you know, you got small, intricate pieces. But these colors are not leaking at all. Gonna put some water down on here. So you wanna test it before you pull it all the way out. Just make sure you can move your water slide completely off the backing first, but keep it on the backing until you get it all the way to your tumbler. So that way you can transfer the decal really well. Now some people do it upside down and they slide it off that way. You can do it in reverse and then put it face down and then slide the backing off the top once you put it on. But you know, either method is good. So I'm just gonna put this one kind of like right here, the bottom. So let's see how I can, because I got some small pieces. So I'm just being very gentle with my leaves. Oh. And of course my sunflower popped, but it's okay. All right, so I'm going to get under there, that curled up. There we go. That little piece right there messed up. Thin leaves. It does. The one thing I notice is that, you know, because the paper is matte, it doesn't have a shine. So I definitely will probably put a thin layer of epoxy because with this being a matte, it takes away from the shine. The other water slide paper that I use is definitely more shiny. It's glossier. So this dries really quick, probably because it is a matte finish. So the main thing with getting your water slides perfect each and every time is lukewarm water. Make sure you have lukewarm water to transfer it. Make sure your tumbler is wet. Then you want to make sure you get all the excess water out from underneath. Smooth it out and then pat it dry. Hopefully you have a perfect water slide. Do not rush it because they can tear easy and they can crack. So take your time and be patient. So I'm all done with this one. I'm just going to dry it. I put all of the decals on it. I really like it. It gives it a nice 3D look because of the double wall. So I am gonna, you know, hit it with the heat gun, let it dry, and then I will probably seal it in with like one little layer of epoxy later on. But let me know what you guys think. Let's go ahead and put this one to the side, and I'm going to put it on a mug. So I have these on here. This is a Dollar Tree mug. Of course, from the Dollar Tree. I just want to put it on a white surface as well. So we're just putting it up. I wish it was a glossy finish, but it is a matte finish. Now these I can literally just bake on. The other one I can't bake on. Okay. I'm just going to slide it. Now when you're using a white surface, you can use a clear water slide. But this one is the white. That just means the colors show up a lot better. 2 butterflies on the side, the front of the mug. So I'm just going to smooth that out. They're so fragile. These seem a lot more fragile than the other water slide because I barely touched that. I barely touched it. So they do seem a lot more fragile. Okay.
It's nice music in the back.
So this one I'm gonna bake, and the other one I'm going to use my heat gun. Okay, so so this one I'm gonna put in the oven. I'm waiting for my oven to heat up. I threw out my convection oven, I'm so crazy. I hope I don't mess this up because I've never used a heat gun on a water slide, but this is plastic. So I just wanna hit it with a little heat so that way I can dry the water slide, okay? So you're supposed to put it in the oven. It does say you can use a blow dryer. I'm not going downstairs to get a blow dryer. I have it on light, okay? It's not on the hottest setting. So I'm just gonna lightly do it and turn it. So what I'm noticing is that it's drying and the ends are lifting up. I've never seen that on a water slide before. So I'm gonna have to apply like maybe a little bit more water to lay those edges down. And then let it dry. Because we want everything laid down, right? Like the antennas are lifting, like the petals of the flowers. So I'm just making sure everything is laid down all the way, because we don't want anything coming up. You cannot put this in a dishwasher. So it is a matte finish, and the colors are like really vibrant, really vibrant. But I've never had a water slide paper where it sticks up. Let me see if y'all can see what I'm talking about. It might be hard to see on camera. So I don't know if you can you see like the petals are lifting up a little bit? Might be the angle. Can you see that? The petals are lifting up all over. So I am gonna just keep working it with the heater. Like, look at that. And hopefully I can get everything to lay down nice and smooth. Let's turn it up a little bit. Hopefully I don't melt the tumbler, right? I'm moving it. I'm gonna continue to rotate it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in my sublimation oven, which I've never done before. A whole lot of firsts tonight, because I've always put it in my convection oven, but I threw it out. I remember I told you guys that. So I'm just gonna do this. I always used to bake my water slides around 400 degrees. So I'm gonna put it on 200 degrees Celsius. That should be about the time. And we're just gonna do it for 8 minutes. So I got 8 minutes, 200 degrees Celsius. So that's almost 400 degrees. I know 195 is about 383 or something like that Fahrenheit. So 200 degrees Celsius should be good. So you're gonna let that bake and see how well it does. And I'm just going to continue to blow this one. Okay, so I stopped because it's literally my butterfly moving. I'm gonna let it air dry. It laid really well on the mug. It's not laying that great on the plastic. So like the big one, this one is really good. It's dry. Only thing I don't like is, like if I put it on the mug, you will see the finish on there. I just don't like the finish. I want a shine to it. You can tell it's just sitting on there. You can tell it's just sitting on there. So some of these are coming off. The butterflies did better than the sunflowers. The sunflowers are not doing too good. The butterflies did much better. So I'm just gonna leave this. This is how this one turned out. Let's take it out and look at it up close. Okay, so this is the final result. And I hope you guys can see. I'm not sure if you guys can see really well about how, there you go. You can kind of see how it's lifting up in some areas. So like those edges are not laid down really well. You can kind of see it from this angle too. It just did not lay down smooth. It's really hot, really hot. Really smooth like how I wanted it. It doesn't take that long for it to bake on. I only leave it in for about 10 minutes. I left this in for, normally I leave my mugs, whenever I do my water slides, I leave them in for about 10 minutes. I left this one in for about 8. This is the one, and you can kind of see it better here. You can see those edges did not lay down really well. So this was the matte water slide paper from Koala. I just couldn't get it to work right. And I know how to put on water slide paper because I've done full wrap water slide decals and stuff as well. I wonder how the full wrap would do. A full wrap. But this would definitely have to be sealed in. It defeats the purpose because technically if you bake it on, that should be it. But it would have to be sealed in. But this is the no spray inkjet and laser water slide paper from Koala. The link will be down below in the description box if you want to try it out yourself. No need to spray, but it is a matte finish. The colors did come out really vibrant. I just couldn't get all the edges to lay down 100%. But hopefully you enjoyed this little quick video. Just wanted to do a review on this product. I'm always going to give my honest opinion, and I'll let you guys be the judge. But I couldn't, look at that. After applying the water multiple times, trying to lay it down, this was the final result. This would have been a really, really nice design, but for whatever reason, I just couldn't get it to work. And this was it on the mug. I did it on 2 different materials. I did it on the ceramic glass, and this is what I normally do all my water slides on. Whenever I do this, I always use water slides because you can't sublimate these. So my other water slide paper works perfectly. This one, not so much. Guys, that's it. It's late. I'm out. That was it for this quick review. The Koala No Need Spray inkjet paper. Honestly, no need for me to buy it again. I'm out.